music. Need to quickly take care of one thing I just saw. Give me just a moment. We find our hero atop the spire that recently was claimed. The civil war between the forces of Tunon, not Tunon, Kairos, warring. Tunon summons the Fatebinder back to court to investigate what has transpired. And so we find ourselves at a crossroads, knowing that much lies ahead, and much must be done. What is to be chosen and what is to be done shall be seen. In the days ahead, the choices were right, or not. Welcome everyone, hope you all enjoy. We are going to continue where we left off, with the lovely craziness that is, where we are. So, quickly looking at dodge and parry skill. Give me just a moment. Quickness is for dodge, and parry is finesse. Okay, because we need both of those. Alright, let's see here. Hope you are all having a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us as we continue this adventure. It has been a pleasure having you all here, and all the craziness that we have found. We shall continue our lovely endeavors and see what other things we can do. Getting our magic staff up would be good, since that's our basic attack. Oh my. Oh me. Oh my. I'll bring you in and show you this. Ooh. Okay. So, this tab called Spire is now open. I totally forgot about all this. We have the edicts that we can look at as well. No edict. Edict of Stone. No edict. No edict. Edict of Fire. Edict of Storms. So, yeah, that'd be good to go deal with some of those. Maybe we can find a way to modify those as well. Let's see. We can get Revos, a merchant with a motley collection of items for sale. Revos will also create camping supplies periodically. Skill trainer teaches unarmed, parry, dodge, subterfuge. Isolon. One-handed, weapons, parry, athletics. Okay. Sword breaker. Skill trainer teaches one-handed, two-handed, dodge, athletics. Okay. Corpse Eye. Battlefield scavenger with many unique items for sale. That actually sounds positive. A skilled teacher who teaches one-handed, two-handed, dual-weapon, dodge. A smith who regularly produces weapons. Now see, Kendrick sounds interesting. That's possible. Lone Fang, an old beast woman who regularly provides food to take into battle. That does not sound bad. Fatebinder with the ability to change what skills you're proficient in. Oh, really? Now that sounds interesting. Conquest. A swindler from Bastard City who's able to acquire items left unattended. That sounds cool. Can we have Tycoon the Swindler and Corpse Eye? I don't know. I don't remember how many slots you can have. I like the idea of Kendrick and Corpse Eye. Do we have enough for both? Just. I don't remember how many we can hire. But we don't have any more money. So I guess that's it. I thought there was a limit to how many. Oh, 6. We can hire 6. Derp. Right there. You know, right in front of your face. Alright, so we can get a few more. Which is good. Skilled trainer, skilled trainer, skilled trainer. Why are you so much more expensive? And you only have 3 skills. And none of them that we really need all that badly, to be honest. These were the 3 I want first. He sounds interesting, but that's going to be an iron ring. And we've not even made one iron ring yet, and we just spent basically all our gear. So, hey. Woot for that.
No reason to tarry.
You want to speak? Fatebinder, if you have a moment. There have been a number of times since I came to your service in which I have not agreed fully with your choices. That said, never have I truly questioned your judgment. I hope this pattern holds after you hear the request I make of you. Relax, Barrick. Tell me what's on your mind. I hope that perhaps the adjudicator would hear my case. What are you talking about, Barrick? I have been encased in this shell since Kyros's Edict of Storms made a grave of old stalwart. It occurred in my service to the Overlord, and I would ask the Overlord free me of its burden. Tunon can't order Kairos to take your armor off. I wasn't going to ask for the Overlord to do it personally. The Forgebound Guild swore its service to the Adjudicator. If any hope of my freedom from this carapace existed, lies with them. True. I will happily make your case before the Archon. Thank you, Fatebinder. I eagerly await the Archon's judgment. I can see why you'd want to be out of that. I mean, sure, it has its uses, but man, it's got to be uncomfortable and stink and just... Yeah, man, definitely want to help you get out of that.
So, the Scarlet Chorus and Disfavored are at each other's throats. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but the Archons might have waited until one war was over before they started another.
Do you think I made the right decision?
Fighting with the Disfavored. Well, not the call I would have made, but I'm sure you have your reasons. If you like iron weapons or something about that purple uniform excites you, then be my guest. Who can say? War is all about compromising your morals, deciding who lives and dies. What seems like a mistake turns into your greatest call down the road. Let me make one thing clear, just so that there aren't any misunderstandings. You support Graven Ash, and I couldn't care less. I'm here because you've done what none of the Archons could. Not even the voices of Nerat would fault me that. He's also a complete bastard, and I wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to stab him in the gut and take control of his army. So, there's that. I'll say this much. Our time together is anything but dull. My blades are yours for as long as you'll have me.
Noted. May we speak of something else?
What do you need?
Raven, welcome. Have you two noticed you fight particularly well together?
The thought has crossed my mind from time to time. During the many battles of the Conquest, we found ourselves standing back to back with enemies on all sides on more than one occasion.
The big guy here is as useless as an empty scabbard without his phalanx to keep him alive, but I move fast enough to compensate for it. And it's nice having a living wall of rusted iron I can use for cover.
I think the two of you would do well to train together.
Absolutely not. Our fighting styles are incompatible, and any disfavored lieutenant will tell you not to join at the hip soldiers who can't stomach each other.
I'm inclined to agree. If you want to pair up fighters, there has to be some great passion or magnetism between them. We don't have it.
Well, if neither of you is up to the challenge, then I won't force the matter.
A valiant attempt, but I'm not as easily swayed by your courtly tongue.
Neither am I. At least, not in this context.
So we need to get our reputation up with them. Sure. Certainly. We can discuss it later. Oh, I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to do that. Get them to build off each other. Lantry!
At least in theory, I'm supposed to be observing history and not getting myself wrapped into it. All the same, this is the thrill of a lifetime. Rarely does one stand so close to monumental moments in the making. If given the choice between a multifaceted hive mind of treachery and a surly old soldier, General Grumps is the wiser choice. It's patently obvious which Archon is truly loyal to Kairos. So, I must ask, are you planning on taking sides in the Civil War? Or do you have other plans?
I am a servant of the Archon of Justice. That much has not changed.
Dutifully spoken. It is Tunon's duty to arbitrate matters between the Archons, so this rift between Ash and Nerat certainly falls under his jurisdiction. And here you are, thrust in the middle of the dispute. No doubt the mighty adjudicator will be relying heavily on you to get to the truth of the matter. Whatever you do next, consider that many eyes will be upon you, for you have both delivered and taken away the Overlord's edicts, and few will know how to make sense of the latter. You are an exception the Archons cannot afford to ignore. They will likely aim to control or destroy you.
Have you heard of edicts being broken before?
Most of Kairos' edicts were either worded to end in a manner of the Overlord's choosing, or the edicts have simply continued in perpetuity. That's not to say there haven't been stories of broken edicts. They're just uncommon. The oldest is, I think, Golbraith and the Edict of Sorrows, and that tale dates back to around the year 110. Aside from you, the most recent was the Edict of Twisting Grasses, back in 380. In all these stories, Kairos' edict very clearly gives its victim a single way to escape, and someone manages it. What's never happened is the pure abatement of an edict, like using a spell of warding or cancellation.
Do you have a moment to talk further? I have some questions for you.
I am nothing if not a semi-reliable font of knowledge. What did you want to discuss?
I'd like to discuss some arcane matters.
And I'd be happy to oblige. Ever since the fall of the Vellum Citadel, it is hard to find someone with whom I can discuss such things.
What do you know of spellcraft?
I've forgotten more than most bloodchanters have ever learned. What do you want to know?
Can you teach me anything?
Most certainly. I probably should have shown you how to mend wounds sooner. If you have a moment, I can show you the healing sigil I was trained to use.
Ah, yes. No time like the present. Yes! Oh, trust me, I'm a natural at this sort of thing. Youth and confidence. Where you find one, you often find the other. Let me tell you one thing I know for sure. Hubris and magic don't mix. Still, if you're eager to learn, that's music to my ears. Since this isn't your first cantrip, I'll move a little quickly, but I think you can keep up. Yeah. And so, if you need to heal pains, as opposed to purge an infection, you move your hands like so. But no, that's enough for now. I think the rest you can figure out on your own. So what sort of magics did the sages teach you? Sage Sidnind tutored me in the traditional signs, those of preservation and concealment and healing. Preservation, concealment, and healing, and derived from the bygone Archon Bravaris, Fading Wrath, and Orphan's Midwife. Preservation magic is largely functional, sealing parchment, binding books, that sort of thing. All chroniclers learn concealment magic, as our ideal method would be to study events without contaminating the decisions being made. For the healing magic, many of us modern sages study this a great deal. The school has a shoddy reputation among the common folk. I figure if they knew us as healers, caregivers, maybe we start changing the opinions. Healing. That is a noble craft to study. True. But given how accident-prone I can be, I think it personal benefit most from my magic is me. But certainly the most gratifying spell I know are the ones that ease pain and suffering. They make me feel slightly useful. What can you tell me of signing magic? Scholars don't have a good word for the archons. Do? They cast magic. I couldn't tell you how Gravenash casts his projection over his soldiers, nor would I how Baden Malik consciously detects and moves through into shadow. But when us mere mages want to cast spells, we do so by signing the sigil of an archon that previously discovered the magical phenomenon in question. It is debated whether archons create new magic or just discover magic that was awaiting for us, but such questions seem impossible to answer while sober. Something else.
And I'd be happy to oblige. Ever since the fall of the Vellum Citadel, it is hard to find someone with whom I can discuss such things.
What do you know of the spires? History used to say that the old realms built the spires. These days, you'll hear children repeating that Kairos built them. Guess that's the new history. There are spires all over Tarantus, though I don't know the count. Maybe 40 or so. 5 of them are here in the tiers, and generally the spires follow the old walls, often occurring at junctions in the old masonry. The mountain spire is a notable exception. The other spires in the tiers connect the old walls, but the mountain spire is just freestanding, a sore thumb in the middle of the tiers. Okay, any idea of their purpose? Lightning rod. Perch from which to survey the lands below. Signpost for scenery for folks like birds. On this matter I have only conjecture and lighting a fancy. The best hypothesis I've heard is that they were all built on the sites of major settlements, now long gone, so maybe haphazard placement is a hint about how maps of old might have looked. Any idea why magic seems to work better near the spires? I'll say just like in the phenomenon to heat radiating from a candle. The air is just thicker with magic the closer you get to the spires, and can be deadly trying to work spells close to the spire if you aren't wise to the effect. I'd be famous if I could tell you why this happens. I've always assumed they are magical equivalent of river sources. Just as water endlessly flows from certain special sites, so too are the places where magic pours endlessly from the natural source. Alright, something else.
And I'd be happy to oblige.
Let's call that for now.
Salutations, Fatebinder. Or should I now call you Lord of Vendrian's Well? The Spire King? Prince of the suggestive vertical slab?
Well, it depends if you're on it or not. My name will suffice, though.
So if I might ask, what is your plan now? The edict no longer looms overhead, and Kairos' conquest of the tiers seems to be slipping, what with the armies and civil war.
First order of business is to speak with my boss, supervisor, superior, as it were, Tunon.
I would counsel you to do just that. I'm sure the events of Vendrian's Well are best explained from your mouth to Tunon's ears. Furthermore, I'd guess the Archon of Justice would want to know your take on the Archons and their divide.
Probable. What are your suggestions?
Well, my first suggestion would be to build a boat. Something durable, and take our chances on the high seas far from Kairos. I have a second and more practical suggestion. Look to the horizon and slightly up. By that I mean the other spires. We should see what's atop the others. Otherwise someone else might look first.
What is it that you know about the spires?
Not nearly enough, apparently. To me, they've always been axioms of navigation. You can triangulate a lot of things with the sextant and a clear view to a spire or two. We've long known the spires radiate strong magical fields, and all save the mountain spire connect to the old walls. So it's the sort of thing common folk know from afar, but avoid day to day.
Intriguing. That is all I have for now.
Well, short of Tunon giving you orders on pain of death, you have the luxury of acting on your own volition. Though the Scarlet Chorus are likely to come for you.
True.
Whatever you decide, I'm at your disposal.
Your assistance will be most helpful. Thank you.
And I am thankful to not be a bloody pile of offal in Vendrian's Well. Life under your banner will, I'm sure, prove most interesting.
May we speak further?
What is it you need?
I have some questions for you.
Ask away.
On magic.
You know, I normally charge for this, but for you...
What can you tell me about your magical tradition?
Now, you know that's a very personal question. The knowledge I have is a centuries-old gift from the Archon of Tides. I would sooner discard my life than the sanctity of that gift. I will speak in generalities only.
Ask. Worst I can do is not tell you. Tell me of the influence of Tarantis Grav. Trade secret. Not only I'm not what I'm going to talk about. The School of Tides dies with me, and so too will this. And not bother changing my mind in this matter. I'll just get ugly quick. What about the influence of ice, mist, other forms of water? Years of training, now look. Most of those secrets have already been stolen ages ago by sages. Doesn't mean I'm going to tell you just because the secrets are already out, but it means you can go ask someone else if you really feel entitled to know. And before you ask, I have learned plenty from knowledge stolen by the sages. But no, I don't know how to do what Ebb does. Oh, magically or otherwise. Can you teach me what you know? I suppose I'm capable of it, but no, the secret of the Archon of Tides dies with me. Occult Jade, Archon of Tides, is founder of the School of Tides. She buggered off, and no one knows where she is. That's a bummer. Can you tell me about the moons? Moon Tarantis Grav, but you have to know where the interloper in the sky. Tarantis' planet has 2 satellites visible by naked eye. Tide-locked Tarantis Grave and the rapidly orbiting interloper. Scholars have long studied the effects of the 2 moons. Interesting. Interesting. Do you control water, or do you mimic the tidal effects that the moons have on water? Both, actually. I'm amused you're keen on the difference. Our spells of ice, mist affect water directly, but are limited volume. Dispatching your own body weight in water is no mean feat. But if I were to move an ocean current, I'd drive myself nuts moving water in front of a boat, a little at a time. That's where I'd use cantrip, to simulate tidal pull. Got it. Something else. Have you heard anything from the tidal casters who left before the wall? No. I don't like entertaining hope. Those cowards are all gone. If they don't die at sea, they're all dead to me. Wow. I reserve the right to be pleasantly surprised if they come back, eager to fight for the good fight. But if I'm holding my breath, a brave tidecaster died. Present company accepted. Okay. Can we... We speak on some other matters.
You know, I normally charge for this, but for you...
Know anything about the old walls and the spires? Okay. Terrified by the old walls, I think it's true of most folks. Now that I can arc grave light with a wiggle of my finger, well, I think when I'm an old hag, dying in the old walls would be a good way to go. What of Bane? What I know is largely taken from the Masters, Cambriella's work, some near-fatal experience venturing close to old walls. My best understanding is that Banes are a bit magical will that have an extended life of their own. I am of the belief that they nest or reproduce in the old walls. The only place regularly find them. That you regularly find them. Okay.
Ask away.
Tell me about yourself. Didn't realize your nobility. How'd you get the nickname? I see. Something else. What did you do in the years before the war? My husband was running Apex and he left for purposes. Prosperous lands to be me. So, when the nest was empty, it seemed right that we lay homeland and see side of the tears. Okay. We had years and a bit of ourselves before the war upset things. We saw all Apex. I took him all along old sailing routes, around 5 wives in Sunder. Those were good times. Then came the war, and I learned I would be one of the last tearsmen to live free in of Kairos. Ever since then, I think Oathbreaker has technically been my chosen profession. What of your family? Trying to assault all wounds, they're all gone, but if you really care to know, I had a husband, 3 kids, siblings I didn't hate. Every family has its troubles. I was lucky that awkward and flitted dinner banter was the worst of it. What of your children? There were the twins, Denver and Lorimer. There was my youngest son, Akamas. Eldon wanted more, but I was nearing the end of my trials of the School of Tides, and dueling with lethal magics is a terrible idea when with child. Yeah. So Denver and Lorna followed my husband's trade and took the Alex. Akama liked the harp more than people. Can't blame him one bit. I made sure my children could read, and I'm proud of that fact. Probably the only thing I did right. What of the twins? They died at Gates of Judgment, or at least Denver died, run through by a disfavored spear. Norma was at the battle, but I don't know what became of her. My fear is she was recruited by the Scarlet Choir. Perhaps she's a new name, if she's still alive. There was twins. Yeah. What about the youngest? Well, he never quite took to his. He took his own life in 430. Oh. I should have put him on a trireme and shoved him out into the high seas. He did not ask for birth, nor did I prepare him for the bitterness of life would offer. There were twins. I'm very sorry for your loss. Remember the sorrow. We all lost family. Akira. I just lost 2 in battle, but even then, I'm hardly unique. What about your family? Your husband? Pelux Eldon. Ooh. Pelux. Whoops. And I were married. Aldenon was a Felixman and the Vandrin Guard back before they were starving partisans. But I saw him more as a carpenter. Woodworking was just a hobby of his, but my fondest memories of him were trying to shape something and making stupid jokes about firmness of his materials. Yeah. I assume he's related to Pollux Florian. Indeed. I'm sister-in-law to Florian, Tarvis, Terrell, and an armada of cousins. The brothers were all close before the war. A shame they died far apart from each other. And the rest of your family? My family's Haven folk, through and through. My mother prided herself on being descended of Hazen Raban, one of the founding magistrates of the city of Ardent. Sad thing is, they died during the conquest, but that's not how I lost contact. I lost contact because magic and travel became my life. I had plenty of time to get back to them as an adult, but I simply missed it.
Ask away.
What do you know of arcane society?
I know a great deal of the mages of the Tiers, or at least their history. Most are dead now. I know a little less about the guilds sworn to Kairos' archons, but I try to make an effort to know my opposition.
What do you know of the Earthshakers? Earthshakers are disciple of Cairn, Archon of Stone. Okay. Serve the disfavored, but relationship has been deeply strained since cards fallen from grace. I can imagine your Karn shared with them something subservient, treasonous. Yeah. Blood Chanters. Blood Chanters are voices in Rat, are Cabal of Mages. Magic is taken from the Sigil of Siren. And from the teachings stolen from the School of Wild Wrath, namely their magic of fire, as learned from Thousand Embers, Archon of Fire. See. They barely qualify for proper School of Guild. Most of them are barely literate. Bet most of them don't even learn thing. Just had their knowledge shoved into their heads by Nerat. Probably. Okay. What about the Forge Bound? The Forge Bound have an unusual sort of magic. They specialize in slow, painstaking rituals that do not produce a dazzling blast of energy or shards of flying ice like my own magic. Instead, their spells render them immune to the fires of the forge and at one with their tools of trade. Which is why they're so valuable. I admit a bit of fascination with the guild. I much prefer the power and brutality of my own magic, but I lived in calmer, wiser time. I think it could be great satisfaction using magic to become master of one's craft. Ink and quill? Behind the Tidecasters, the sages of the School of Ink and Quill are our second oldest arcane institution in the tiers. We go way back a ways, and there's a lot of bad blood. If I'm being objective, the sages claim to be scholars interested in collecting, archiving, and preserving lore from and for all humanity. They're quickly keen to gather lore, but in no sense do they seek to share their knowledge with the tiersmen. Many of our secrets have been pilfered by sages, spies, and other sentries, and we're not alone. The sages have the secrets of many other guilds. Their generations of theft have made them versatile and dangerous. Tides. As old as settlers of the Five Wives. Circle landfall of human settlers on tiers, right? Okay. And for nearly 5 centuries we were masters of the coasts and rivers. These days, the school is one of the one. Right, you're the only one left. As old as 5 wives. While Council Colchade was among the initial settlers that made landfall in the tiers before Kairos first cast an edict, though she's a bit old and stooped. Stooped. She looked amazing for nearly 500. Okay. Why'd she not fight in the war? About a year or so before the troops arrived in Bastard Tears, a Colchade proclaimed the age of the Tears was over and said she'd depart southwest into unending ocean rather than face Kairos. Most of the guild went along and chose the high seas rather than risk battle. A few of us, the militants and the peaceful... Right. Okay. What about the other magic schools and guilds of the tiers? There have been several to crop up. The Cutters Guild took the healing magic north centuries ago. The School of the Flowing Winter, always impeding along as a consequential group of gardeners. Okay. Most of the schools of the tiers fizzled out early, slain by unsuspicious neighbors or subservient, destroyed by one of the bigger 3. Okay.
Ask away.
That is cool. So apparently I need to get more wrath too. How did Barrett get more than her? Huh. That is interesting. Now that actually doesn't sound bad either. $95. Ooh, yeah, that's harsh. Can't do time either because it's a little too much. Whoa, an extra 20 just for using this one. So healing costs more. Yeah, healing costs more. Okay. Oh, dude, man, Solo, if you haven't played it, I totally recommend playing it. I love the magic system, and that's part of why we're doing it. This is kind of the magic system I'm going to have Raven use in the Viking game that we're going to be putting on. Because I like it. It fits so much better. So nice system. I approve it. We do need to decide if we're going to keep our current party or swap out for Ebb. I do want to consider modding or using a code to bring them all along. But that would be right after this break because I need to step out for a quick moment and then we'll press on. I appreciate you all being here. I do hope you're enjoying. Stay tuned. We'll be starting right up in just a moment. Green Hell VR. I don't know. I think I could probably pass on that. Now, Grounded VR. Maybe I could dig that. Oh, yeah, let me quickly check. Just want to see. Yeah. But I just want to modify the party size because I want to let people have a choice to see it all. Hmm. Um. Oh, wow. I see. Okay. Well, so much for that. It doesn't look like there's really an option for it. I just thought I'd see if there was a option to increase, because I could see that being fun. To not have to go back and play over again just for you guys to see all the characters. That's really the only reason I'm looking. It's not that I think it's a problem with that many, it's that I didn't want to force that. And there is 6, and that's why I was wondering about having that just so that you could see everyone. But hey, we don't have to. I thought I had this one. Maybe not. And from that necessity. Let's see. Nope. Just seeing if there's any that are better than what we have now. Yeah, no. Alright, well, nothing worthwhile. It's worth a quick look. Hope you guys don't mind. So we either need to take her with us or them with us. And with us being a caster, that kind of means we only have 2 melee, so kind of wonder if Landry would be the best to leave behind, but then that does weaken us in some regards. Alright, let's have her come with us quickly to at least check her skills.
What is it you need? Of course. It's about time to stretch the old sea legs.
Goodbye to you too.
Hey! Yeah, I don't know why it's that few. Mainly need to see what she has. Girl, chill out. Alright. Magic staff. And that's about it. Her lore's not that high either. She's decent strength. We could make her be a battle mage. That is a consideration. What's this? Frozen. That actually could be useful. Graveblade, Arcane Missile. Ooh. Sends a charging bolt of arcane energy at the foe, bounces to hit nearby enemies. Not bad. Title is, let's see. Bonus to all frost damage. Yeah, that's terrible. We had that happen. No, that doesn't sound bad. Leech life. Ooh. Oh, so she's the light armor potential. Because then she can use that to get additional armor. Huh. Interesting. Frost. Shock and frost. Ability, area of effect. Shock and frost. Interesting. Magic damage. Magic staff damage, and let me guess, magic staff damage. Yep. Brave light damage. Oh, only at night though. Runic barrier 6 armor when wearing light armor. Not bad. Spell barrier 15 magic defense. 30 magic defense. Okay. Interesting. She could be really nasty, apparently. Well, she starts with her tides, but I mean, her other looks pretty nasty too. Ooh. Yeah. Experience gain. That's nasty. That is nasty. She could be like a Death Knight sort of character. Aw, I can't modify. Aw, Phantom Bolt. Cannot view or modify Phantom Bolt until you learn Sigil of Tyranny. Come on, girl, you gotta teach it to me so we can modify it for you. Ah. Forgot her lore is actually fairly low comparatively. Actually, you know. See, that's 14 to 25. 14 to 21, so slightly less. Cooldown's 24, 38. So let's actually do that. We're going to make you be a frontline heavy soldier with some healing ability and yeah. Oh, just a little bit over. Alright, we'll do that. Did that, right? Yeah. So let's see, that is 15, 35, 45, 50. Yeah. That would be cool, but, you know, we don't have 30. What do we want to do? Haste would not be bad. But I do think the armor boost is also good. Ooh. Like that is nice. But she can't have that because she didn't have the 80. This, on the other hand, gives you additional armor, but only when health is low. Which, that still means your health has to be low, is the problem. This, on the other hand, does give you graze and hit, which is worthwhile. So that gives 50. We'll go with that. Actually, she could do cone-based things, now that I think about it. Because she's going to be up nearby, so yeah. Area 60. She can't do that. That's going to bump it too high. That does 50. 55. 55 more likely to hit. Do time. And then we'll go with Frost. Cone. Can't do time. So frost damage is... It goes 60, 50, 55, 55. Here we go. Let's give her some of that, you know? Then for weapon, she had Mage Staff, one-handed. Okay. So it's called light armor, but it's just cloth. It's not even leather armor. Alright, let's see. Is this armor better? Crushing Corrode is a little better, but armor is worse. Same. And armor is quite a bit worse. Alright. And then Vendrian Guard Heavy. I'm going to let you be your Vendrian Guard fan. So let's let you have some of their armor. Lost boots. That's not good. And she doesn't have a helmet. I'm sure we'll find one soon enough. But hey, that gives us something to go on. Oh, we left all this stuff on verse. She could actually use Javelin. See, this does Frozen. That's actually a good one for her. 2.6. That actually wouldn't be bad. Let's see. 2.7. Oh. 3.11. 3.59. Really? Let's see. Armor penetration is less, but accuracy and DPS is up. Interesting. And this, everything is up. It just doesn't have Jagged, which Jagged is potentially gives target foe parry or bleed. Oh, you can dual wield javelins? I did not realize that. Maybe we should do that on our little lady. We'll do that for now. This does Frozen. This does not Frozen. Okay. Actually, that's not bad. Leave that for now. Why not? Oh. Impenetrable, bronze bulwark, bronze bulwark. Oh, this one is better. They both seem to have impenetrable. So that's good. This one just has one more armor. Yeah, I don't mind one more armor. Sure. One more armor is helpful. We'll try that and see how that goes. So you're going to actually move up here with Barrack. And then if you get additional slots, I think I'm going to give you a healing. Wouldn't be bad in the front line either. I want to check out what's there, and then we'll head over to Tunon and find out about, what Grandpappy Tunon has to tell us what we need to do. Not really. That would be disrespectful, and we'd have our heads taken. So, we'll head over to Tunon's after and see what we can find. Okay. Yes, Barrack, what is it?
And so, civil war divides the armies of mighty Kairos. The reckoning that comes of this failure will be great indeed. We find ourselves in the darkest times. Brothers and sisters who fought for a similar cause now skewer each other over blighted lands in the favor of distant powers.
I see, and what would you have done at Vendrian's Well?
Backing the disfavored was the only logical choice. Graven Ash is the only Archon worthy of your confidence, and you are wise to recognize as much. Naturally, I would have done the same. Whatever others might say about what happened in Vendrian's Well, you acted from instinct. I can't help but respect that.
Onward, Barrack. We have your armor to remove. I actually want to make sure there's nothing there.
Well, this is interesting.
Like, you know, that. That's a good bit of loot. That's a good bit of loot. 3 gemstones. We could have missed all that money. All that money that we could have put in for training.
On the lookout.
Oh. Process for crafting powerful weapon, but more research is needed to fulfill. Okay. Well, they cleaned it up quickly and got rid of all the barricades. Old book fragile, hard to read, but there's legible plans for a locked iron gauntlet. Well, that's interesting. Ah, bronze and alchemy supplies. Okay, so now we're starting to get crafting materials. I mean, crafting materials are good. It allows us to craft. Can't fault them for that. Of course, we have this lovely Spire rest bonus, plus 5 all skills until next rest. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Have a look here.
Absolutely, I'll have a look there. Thank you very much. I need all the loot I can get. Loot is necessity. Life provides sustenance. Ooh, bronze tower shield. Now that is something I was considering putting on her. So that worked out well. Just because, you know, armor. More loot. What's this? Bronze throwing dagger. Alright, come on, come on. Up, 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 up we go. To get all the loot, because everyone knows. And of course we have that other mark of a loot spot because we still have a camping supply in it. So we can go to the Sunset Spire, or the Bastard City. Looks like is our current. Power. Ending Carter's edict on the wall filled you with a great deal of power. This is undoubtedly proved useful. Travel to the tiers. Should investigate the origins of this power to find a way to acquire more. Yes. New character bar. Displays your current level of power. Press C to open character sheet to view the current level of power. Oh. Where's power? Power is 400. We need to get it over 9,000. Yes. Cool. Kinda think we should go for the Spire and then to Tunon. Let's see. 2 days, 2 hours. 1 day, 11 hours, 45 minutes. Lethian's Crossing seems like it would be a place that we would go on the way back. Yeah, I kind of wish they'd show the path you take. So I kind of almost think we have to pass through there based on this. We have to go here. No, that goes down there. Go up through here, and then up through here. Up through here, and then down over here, and then up there. What do you guys think? Go straight to Tunon, or go to the Sunset Spire? Kind of inclined to go Sunset Spire, since that is a place we should have. Because it is Lethian's Crossing. And we are the governor of Lethian. So that would make sense. And I do love this art style that they have. I mean, look at this. It's just beautiful. I wish I was talented enough to make a map like this for our Viking game. I have some stuff to make a map, but not like this. This is just artistic flair that is just awesome. That's the thing. This is just the peninsula that the game takes place on. The rest of the land is up here, where Kairos' main acquisitions have been. This is just the final peninsula that was taken. Alright, we will go to Lethian's Crossing and try to go for Sunset Spire. Hopefully we have what we need. Hopefully Ebb will give us her Gravelight soon. That would be nice. Mercenaries, member of the Bronze Brotherhood, blocking the road. Oh. Well, that's not wise. You're blocking me from my land. None shall stand in my way.
Won't happen.
Absolutely not. I have come through Ironhold Trail more times than I can remember. No one ever asked for a toll before, and I won't be paying one now. Fatefinder, surely you, of all people, can help me. My name is Aster, and I must get to Lethian's Crossing. I have goods to deliver, and this man, I will not be paying tolls to him or anyone, and he is to let me through. Greetings, Fatefinder. I am sorry you have been drawn into this. What you have stumbled into here is merely a conflict Of the changing times, I am Will of the Bronze Brotherhood. Ironhold Trail is under our protection. Anyone passing through must obey our rules. If this gentleman would like to pass through our land, a simple donation is required. These funds help our cause and keep Ironhold a safe place for all travelers. Clearly, you both can see the value of that.
And who, exactly, is keeping it safe? You? Standing here with your weapon at the ready against me? I'm not but a traveling merchant. I have no money to spare, and I certainly pose no threat to anyone. Keep this area safe indeed. You are the only threat here. Pathfinder, please talk some sense into this man.
This man is not needing to pay tolls. Call your guards off and allow us passage immediately.
Thank you, Fatefinder. You have done a great deal for me today. And you, brute, move aside and let me pass.
Perhaps you would want to reconsider your stance on the matter, Fatebinder. Passage is bought with rings or blood, but I'll happily take both. Alistair, here. Take this, I'll deal with these people. Get in to safety. I just don't want you to get yourself pummeled. Well, I appreciate your help dealing with it. I'm afraid I can't let you pass until you have spoken with our leader. Retamon, personally, I thought he was crazy saying you'd be visiting Lithian's Crossing. Looked like I owe him a few rings. Not that there's shortage of out here. What can a humble servant of the Brotherhood do for the Fatebinder? And don't ask me to let you through, because this isn't happening. This ridiculous piece of mercenary offal requires a lesson in pain and obedience. Allow me to teach him. Sure, if you want, if you think you can. Sell sword. Attend me. I take it you're responsible for explained to you. Keep the rabble of this side of the bridge, yes? That does not preclude taking orders from your betters. One of two things will happen. Either you will let us pass, or we will simply pass. There are no other options. Whatever role you've taken upon yourself to bar our way already failed. You'll succeed only in delaying us our task and annoying.
Is your name Ramanton? Are you the leader of the Bronze Brotherhood?
No, I don't think so, because he decides who crosses and who doesn't. If you have a problem with that, take it up with him. Ash, forgive me, but I can only endure much of this fool's inane jabbering. Hold on, I'm just doing my job. I apologize if I offend. Ramaton will have my head if I let you through. There's nothing I can do about it. Ramaton.
And here is the Fatebinder. I knew we'd be seeing you. I was just wondering when. One trip to Lithian's Crossing wasn't enough, Governor. You had to return where no one asked you to come. Throwing me out of my home wasn't suffice. You're here to disrupt my life more. Aren't you done? It doesn't really matter why you're here. I don't care. I have more important things to worry about. In case you've forgotten me already, my name is Ramanton. I'm First Brother, leader of the Bronze Brotherhood. But I'm sure you already know all that. I could help but see you over here, talking to Will and the traveling merchant, only here for momentary, already sticking your nose where it does not belong, aren't you? Don't appreciate others invading my territory, Fatebinder.
I told him he had to speak with you, Ramanton. He wanted through, but I told him no. If you don't give me a signal, Fatebinder isn't getting into Lethian's Crossing. No one will invade our territory. Your territory.
Watch yourself while you are a guest in my land. If you're here to stir up more trouble, we will well equipped and back down in defense of what is rightfully ours. Will be, and I might not always agree, but that is one point we see eye to eye on. If you step out of line, we will both correct you. You are not welcome here. Now, tell me what you want and leave.
You would do well to watch your tone with a Fatebinder.
Oh, I care not about Kairos forces. I've already reaped the rewards of my own loyalty, and I will not make the mistake again. You've taken my home, but I will have it back. I won't cower when you raise your voice to me again, lapdog.
We will speak again soon. See if we can get your friends against you.
Graven Ash protects.
Indeed. You, Welby.
Welcome to the Iron Trail, Fatebinder of Tunon.
Ah, well, she's much nicer.
With all the running around, I wasn't sure you were ever going to make it over here. I haven't yet made my mind if I should offended. You speak to me first, or happy I get the final word. I hope Will didn't vex you much. He's a good enough sort. He just enjoys his job a little more than he should. He thinks he's being sly, taking a cut of every toll, but he's told practically everyone he's doing it by now. Didn't Ramanton have anything of note to tell you, or is he still wasting time, scouring dead bodies for information he'll never find? I will admit, he has led this group some minor glories, but I fear how we will end up if something doesn't change. My name is Welby, first axe of the Bronze Brotherhood, though I am not sure that title matters anymore. Never mind, you needn't be burdened with my problems. What can I help you with?
Why are you paying travelers to pay tolls?
Raymond will say it is because it's what we're due. A part of me is inclined to agree with him, but if I were pressed, I would say his pride is hurt and he's lashing out. He can be such a child sometimes. Just watch yourself around him. He hasn't seemed completely in control of his facilities lately. I'm frightened to see what he'll become.
Did you not swear an oath to your leader, Sellsword? I knew that your loyalty available to the highest bidder, but I never guessed it extended into treachery.
Ramanton's plans can doom our entire troop, and I intend to prevent that from happening. I am loyal, not blindly devoted to someone, intent on marching me off a cliff's edge.
What does it mean to be the first axe?
I wish I knew, Fatebinder. The first axe protects and consults with the first brother. I'm supposed to be Ramanton's advisor, confident and guard. Lately, his behavior's become erratic. He's acting paranoid, manic, distrustful. My duty as first acts is to protect the first brother, but I am also sworn to protect the Brotherhood, and if that means removal of Ramentamon, so be it. He has too many supporters. He has too many supporters in Lethian's Crossing right now to speak out against him. What do you think has happened to Ramenton? Honestly, I couldn't speak to the cause. The stress of leadership, the battles of Kairos forces, his night in the old walls. When you decided to remove the Brotherhood from Crossing, it certainly set him off. Doesn't matter, his behavior is endangering the Brotherhood, and must be stopped. Before we are destroyed, I fear people will be hurt by far more than simple toll. Alright, and how would you run the Brotherhood? I wouldn't waste time with resources on petty vendettas, that much I can tell you. I like battle, and I like rings, and with the Brotherhood, we used to get both regularly. Now, all we have is fear, superstition, and blood. I want a disciplined regiment back, and I intend to have it. While I may agree that we were treated unjustly, Remington's methods of obtaining resolution are despicable. True, acting like a child won't get you what you want. Not a behavior of a leader. Except in this case, the child is in control of an army capable of laying waste to his home. Something else. Tell me of the Bronze Brotherhood. We're mercenaries, plain and simple. I'm going to pretend like it's anything more. While it's true we have, in recent years, been a little more stationary than our typical crew, it doesn't change the fact that our services are purchased if the price is right. We both know full well that the rings of the voices gave us were only thing that brought our allegiance to Kairos. When the Overlord turned an eye to the crossing, even our thanks for helping was to be thrown from our homes. Not that I hold any ill will toward you for it. Decisions have to be made, and there are always someone who must pay the price. I just hope you realize some people don't like being asked to pay. Remen Timon will try to sell you on our long and noble traditions, like we're some kind of altruistic saints who can do no wrong, but that story is old and smelly as Grandma Beastmen's tail hairs. Yay. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to take a job that doesn't seem right to me, but a ring's a ring, and I will go where the money leads me. One point Remington and I agree on is this. We did a job for Kairos, but we were not treated fairly. The Brotherhood is strong, and we have numbers. We will fight to the last man. I just don't agree with his methods. So, is there a way I can get you to take over? Alright, why are you charging travelers? What about Willoughby? I had such high hopes for her. The continued success of the Brotherhood should be the single most important goal for anyone who's a member. She seems to have forgotten her place. She's not the head of this band. I am. If she doesn't stop overreacting, I will have to replace her with someone who knows how to obey. So what's so important about these bodies? But if they choose to break themselves upon this, will it make it easier for us when the Brotherhood makes our claim that's rightfully ours? Why is Lithian's Crossing so important to you? We were asked to do a job, we did it. It happens, you throw us out of our home. By all rights, the city is ours, and suddenly Kairos wants it. Well, I intend to get it back. I refuse to let the matters die. We protected the crossing for years and ensured Kairos forces could do business here. They aren't asked us to. Now, no. We did the job. We were asked to do this. Land belongs to us. And how do you plan to take Lithian's Crossing? Tell me of the Bronze Brotherhood. Sounds like you're upstanding citizens. You said you don't do it for the money, but then why are you fighting over Lithian's Crossing? The lands aren't yours. I need to get to Lithian's Crossing. Absolutely not! You must be crazy if you think I'm letting a disfavored sympathizer through the... We'll go back to Will in a moment. There has to be some way we can do this other than fighting him, I think. So my station means nothing? I will pay your toll. So, what am I supposed to do? Because I don't want to just fight him. I want to see if there's a way to make her head of it.
I cannot.
Maybe we can go back and talk about the Brotherhood again with her or something. If there's a way to challenge him for leadership or something. Do I just have to leave or kill them? I mean, I don't want to kill all of them.
Stepping lightly.
I was hoping to, like, you know, employ them. Should we look it up or just go for it? What do you guys want to do? I'm thinking, RP-wise, the thing he'd want to do is put her in charge and hire her to protect our spire. Since we know that the Scarlet Chorus wants to, you know, attack us back, I would want to employ the Bronze Brotherhood to protect my spire in my land, to make sure they don't get past the Mountain Spire to Lethian's Crossing and allow Lethian's Crossing to supply us. So I would think there's a way to do that. I just don't know what the method for getting them to do that is, and it doesn't seem to be giving me any clear indication of what to do other than, you know, talking to him and just attacking. So I don't know what to do. Do you guys think we should look it up and see if there's a way, or just attack him? I mean, I guess the option is to look it up, attack him, or head off to the Tunon's Court. Or we can't go to Tunon's Court, apparently. So we do have to go through here, which means we can't. It will not let us go anywhere until we deal with it. Okay, so our options are to kill him, or see if there's some way to trigger it. Well, why not? We'll look. Right? Mm-hmm. Right. Right. We did that. Okay. Gain or lose phase of promise, depending on what you say here. You can promise behave, and he will let you across, or you can attack. Promising to behave will unlock Lithian's Crossing on the map. So he doesn't like me, though, so that's not an option. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so apparently that's actually common. That since that was the case, there's nothing we can do. So there's no way to get her in charge. Well, that stinks. Alright, well, that's all we can do.
Graven Ash.
We're not casting for any fishy reason. No, no, don't worry about us. We're all fine. We're fine here.
Will do.
And you can be crusted cad. The force of Kairos will always show their true face and punish their gods. We have a snake on that's to arms.
Oh, now he's running away like a little chicken.
Your day.
I didn't want to fight everyone. I wanted to challenge him. Actually, we should do that on you. You should come down here. Do that. You... already doing something. Okay, well, that's fine. And I will go ahead and fall that one.
Enjoying this a little too much.
Wait, I did that? Nice.
Right.
Why are you not attacking? Oh, okay, good. Now you're doing it. Just wasn't showing it. Want to zap you?
So, I can't.
Wait, I did that?
Why not? What's going on? Terrified. Hobbled. Oh, great. Somehow they got a terrify off. That's frustrating.
Nice.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, stop hammering him, would you? Not very nice. Let's see. Stab him. And of course you don't have that. Okay. Use everything on him.
As you command.
Position, heal thyself. Eric, man, you need health. Heal thyself.
I will aid you. I require you. So heavy.
Well, there goes Barrack. That's not cool.
Move.
Harsh words cause more harm
This is not going quite as well as we would have hoped.
than this useless weapon.
Will do.
Is that a... No, wait.
That's odd.
It's blood.
By your command.
I'm not built for this
I'll take
sort of
care of it.
violence.
Come on, come on, come on. No! Oh good, I'm finally back.
I feel pain.
Die! Oh my.
Will do.
No, of course.
Right.
Man, that was too close. Bronze Brotherhood mates. And now they're probably all enemy.
Of course.
Not the way I wanted it to go, and of course the chicken runs off and leaves all his people to die for his stupidity. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Like, I see it. I heard it. Ooh, nice. That's some really nice stuff to find. Sweet! Okay, after a few hours of difficult terrain traveling through the area of undergrowth, it happened upon a small stream. Refill your water skins and wash sweet but from your bound. Nearby, but a large corpse in there, and narrow trees with leaves-bearing vines crawling around the trunks. As the vines snake upwards, dozens of thin, yellowish-green stems spring forth from along the plant's cane, some of them stiff, upright, others drooping downward like long hairs. At the end of the stems, exposing bright orange berries, radiates towards ripe and abundant. To your eye, they appear bristle berries. They're very distinct fruit, nutritious and energizing. Also, unfortunately, are exceedingly similar in appearance to bristle bane, a berry that is tolerated by the beastmen and animals, but rather toxic to humans. Eat, leave, rub the berry bits against your skin, examine the berries, examine the vines and leaves. Examine the vines and leaves. The leaves extending from the main vine are bright green, lobed with edges resembling undulating hills. This matches the old saying that you recall about berries. Leaves like hills, safe from chills. Leaves like rain, unending pain. Berries appear to be safe. Examine the berries. Berries bright orange, yellowish, orange, and piercing. Slightly bristleberry, but it's very difficult to determine. Okay. So, eat the berries. Adopt a cautious approach, filling your pouches and right. To cluster the fruit, sweet, tart, surprisingly juicy for the size. Immediately eating another handful is tantalizing, but you restrain yourself. The stream is your guide. You cut the fall forest, dense forest, and eventually reach the main road without difficulty. Yay! Minus 20 recovery time. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is really nice. Invigorated. Oh, nice. See, I love little things like that they have in this. If we would have failed the investigation there, yeah, it would have been a 50-50 shot and could have been terrible. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it could have been absolutely terrible had it been undetermined what it was. Yes. Iron Walker. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing, Fatebinder. You know the wall. The products are contraband. You are not allowed to bring them into this or sell them in Lethian's Crossing. Fatebinder, your assistance, please. I need your help before this brute takes me belongings. What is the issue here? It's robbery, that's the issue here. This soldier stopped me and is going to confiscate my goods. I need you to adjudicate. You know the situation is not as simple, Laurent. But if you wish to petition the adjudication, I will present my case to the Fatebinder. I'm an enforcer of the Archon of Justice. Once invoked, my ruling is final. Are you sure you want this? I will abide your decision, Fatebinder. What is your grievance? We merely wish to sell these items here in town. These goods themselves are not against the law, and there's nothing wrong with them. But Ullus is trying to confiscate them. Why are you threatening to confiscate this man's goods? He is attempting to bring goods obtained from illegal sources. We do not allow Chorus-bought products to be sold in Lethian's Crossing. This policy is well known. He should not be surprised that we are taking his goods. Ask for bribery. We're not playing the bribery option. The bribery route this time around. You're attempting to sell illegal goods from an illegal supplier. Is that true? We've got them is of no consequence. The goods themselves are not illegal and are needed in Lethian's Crossing. The petty feud between Disfavored and Scarlet Quarters has no bearing on this transaction. These goods aren't illegal. Why would you confiscate them? Purchasing and sale of items from both the Bronze Brotherhood and the Scarlet Chorus are illegal. The law is the law. Just because someone doesn't agree with the law doesn't mean they can ignore them. Alright, do either of you have anything else to say? I am the law. These goods can benefit the people of Lethian's Crossing, and it will be a waste to destroy them. We should be allowed to sell them here. These goods were obtained through illegal means. They should be confiscated. They are breaking the law. Everything else is irrelevant. Laurent can keep the goods and sell them to listeners, while his sources may be subject. The goods themselves are fine and will benefit the town. Kind of feel like we distribute to town folk for free is an option, because then he's happy that they're not making money off of illegal goods, but then, they're both upset and happy at the same time, I think. If the goods will help the town, they will be distributed to the town folk freely. Wrath with both. Oh, great! Perfect! That's exactly what I wanted. Iron, yes. Merchant. Good day, me fine friend. Praxis. Could I interest you in a manner of provisions? There's no telling what may befall you on your travels. Let's see what you have. Can I sell some supplies? No. Can't sell camping supplies. Bronze javelin. Don't think I need that. That right there is 25 rings. Beautiful. Alright. This is one we need, and this is one we need, so we'll keep those. I keep forgetting to use them. Let's make a little bit of money. I mean, they're good to have, we just keep forgetting to use them, so might as well make a little money. Already wearing it, so yes. What? Don't think we need that one either. Or that one. That one's already been done. We don't need those. We're keeping those, and those two we'll keep for now. This is a one-handed crush. Maybe we'll do that. Bronze dagger. We would probably part with that one. Do not think that's as good. Let's see. 8.33. Yeah. Alright. That gets us a little chunk of change, which is desperately needed given our predicament. $11. One-handed. Like a dagger. Ooh. Exquisite. Bronze spear, two-handed, yeah. So that would replace the one he currently has, but it takes 1 iron, 5 bronze, 18 copper. Ow! Stalwart bronze sword. Interesting. Don't need that, though. Wouldn't mind, but don't really have what we need. But you do have some rings, not coins, rings, and we need rings, so yeah, there's that. There we go, and you could go ahead and do, I guess, that. That actually has more armor penetration. Okay. I want to try to see if we can build her into sort of a battle mage. That's not bad, but... Oh, right. I think the hide is actually a crafting component. No, because it would be there. What is it? Huh, maybe it is. But we sold one. Yeah, hide. So we sold one of the hides we shouldn't have. Ooey. Oh, well. Ah, here we go. Yes. Oh, this is a good one. Cyclical energies. It means you can cast it more readily. And then rooted. Force. Affliction for force and atrophy spells. Causes them to be rooted, which means they can't move. They're stuck in place. That is not a bad option. Alright, however, we want to... Cyclical energies takes 10. Not bad. 90, 91. Actually, let's do cyclical energies. That would let us cast them more readily, which would definitely be beneficial. Let's see. It does not hurt. And perfect. Give it all the things. Alright, 91. I could do that, or is that? This is haste. Target. Range doesn't do a whole lot. That, on the other hand, would, but it's too costly. So, cyclical energies it is. Yeah, that's too much. And, of course, because why not? And we'd make it 90, so do it more often. Sure. And you can add it. Why not? 80, 100, 90, 85, 100, well above. Why not? We'll add cyclical energies to all of them, because then you can cast them more quickly. That's a big help. Can't do it on that one. And can do it on that one. You can afford it on yours. That would be really good. Nope, that brings you to 70. We'll do 55, though. Yeah, I know. Alright, well. 50... 60. Can't quite do it there. $55. We'll do that. 60. Can't quite do that. 55. 65. Can't do that. 55. 65. Can't quite do that. Alright, well, we at least got a few. What about you? Do you have enough lore to bump yours? 65. No, you don't. 45. 55. Yep. And... yes. Alright, that'll just make them be able to pop him out a little bit quicker. And as you know, causing more damage is always better than causing less damage. Yes, show me what you have. I'm sure I have what you need. I believe I already have that, so that does nothing. Lightning, and I have that, so you actually do not have anything I need. Which is a very disappointing day for you, I'm sure. Show me what you have. Bronze javelin. Wolfbound Dagger. Nice. Relentless. Bow. We don't really have anyone doing bows with us right now. Iron Dagger, though. That's looking more like it. One-handed thrown weapon. What's the difference between a dagger and javelin? I'm wondering if we should just have Lantra use javelin. Need to look at that. Other than that, we don't really need anything you have. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Lethian's Crossing, home of the best merchants in every entire tiers. That would be me. Hargan's bronze at your service. What can I do for you? Let me see your wares, please. Ego. But man, he has some good stuff. Accelerates recovery on kill. Two-handed mace. Wow, 12.5. Yeah. Yeah. It's expensive. Random. Interesting. Grounded. Armor from shock. Interesting. Bronze. Superior grade bronze armor. Alright. And unarmed attack. Okay. Soft. Subterfuge 10. That's not bad. Reflects 20% of uncommon hostile spells back at the caster. Now that I can see us doing. Counter seal. Will defense. So, that's good. That is really nice. Fire. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting some more. Fire would not be bad for our friend who's not with us right now. Rooting, we have it. Pollution, we have it. Bleeding. Bleeding, we don't have. But we could use. I think I will take the fire, because I'd like to get Vess doing flame next time we have her with us. We have bleeding would not be bad. But I kind of like the idea of this. I think we're going to save up. Flame.
Found something.
Ooh. Look at that. When critically hit, 16 to 24 frost damage versus dodge, radiation. Ooh, yes. Girl, you putting that on right now. Hello, random person. I should have looked at whose name was on the door. Mistress Sophia, what a pleasure to see you in my establishment, Faint, but it's always an honor to introduce someone of your standing in Lithian's mistress. If you have need of entertainment company this sort of time, the real look for fulfill those needs. Oh. Perhaps another time. Not the sort of establishment I was looking for. I was kind of looking for, something else. I'm sure someone watching will surely go in and partake of all your services at another time when they have the game. But my rings are needed elsewhere. I really don't mind more scrolls. Those are good. See what we have here. The Fate Binder of Tunon comes to welcome you. And possibly partake in
Negative, Fate Binder.
things you do not need. But I'm not interested in whatever you're selling. If you want to talk to someone, talk to my brother. Hello, brother. Greetings, Fate Binder. No? Alright. Farewell. Thanks for your donations to the war cause. The war. There we go. That did block out on me. The war shall rage on. Join us in the battle.
Negative, Fate Binder.
Oh, positive, Barak. Obey. Should have gone down there. Oh
You
well,
have eyes on
we'll do
this?
that. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Let's see what we have here.
Negative, Fate Binder.
Positive, Barak. We have a new bow for Vess. Your bestie best. Your bestie best. Yeah, that's not bad. Great bow. Ha ha ha. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. You can make the game run faster. You should probably do that. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing, Wanderer. My name is Edra, and this is my beautiful wife, Dara. What brings you to the town? Anything I can help you with? What can you tell me about Lethian's Crossing? Ah, what you dear? You haven't always lived here? Several years before Kairos' invasion, I moved from Lethian's Cross. Being granddaughter Lethian came with responsibilities I was ready for. I met Daya in the bastard city and delighted to stay a while. Uh-huh. I see. But you can live anywhere, as long as this one's with me. I see. You're Lethian's granddaughter. Uh-huh. Got it. And how do you feel about the disfavored? I see. I take my leave. That's all for now.
I cannot. No can do.
Odd. I feel like we're missing something there. Something. Not sure what something. But something. Intriguing. We'll have to investigate further to find out the secrets that can be untold. Welcome, friend. What brings you to my humble trading post? Have a certain something in mind, or just browsing? What do you have? Ah, Forgebound, yes. Most certainly. Have a look. Forgebound Hammer. 8.75. Burst Parry. I kind of want to use that just because it's Forgebound. And it sounds funny, hammering people. What about Forgebound Hammer here? Still less, but not by much, but a lot more armor piercing. Great Axe is two-handed, though. Iron Javelin. I like the idea of hammer. Heavy iron armor. That's about right. Ooh. We already had that on our friend here. It would not hurt to get another one. Fire. Oh. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, 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 yes. We will take that very much, yes. Very, 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 very much, yes. We can sell a few things. Jeez, we'll at least start with that. Get a few coin. rings, because we need them. This is what? Would not be bad. Alright, we'll hold off for now, though. Sell that. Actually, no, we can sell the... one of the javelins. Need to decide which. I think we'll sell that one. Okay, now we could actually get that. Still can't get the more expensive items that we would want, but we'll come back. Here's some good stuff, though. Go here, go there, go there. Yes, you can. You're right next to it. Just obey. That sigil that we just got allows us to enchant a weapon. Yes!
I could bend that apart.
Well, I guess it's good we didn't buy a hammer. It's hot. Don't touch. Yeah, I think. What do you have to say for yourself? Is there something you want? Is there a problem? Yes, there are forge-bound matters. Nothing that concerned higher court of Tunon, I can assure you. What do you do here in the forge? I keep things running smoothly. Upkeep. Mostly. I'm also second in command. Laura is in this case anything ever happens. I am to take charge. Do you kill with your left hand or your right? Normally I can tell at a glance, but you're a little harder to read. And why is it that you wish to know? The gauntlet is the hardest piece of the panoply and the most rewarding to work. So many scales and many different sizes. There's the rivets. I can imagine you see a lot of battle in your line of work. One gauntlet is irreversibly going to wear out before the other. My mind is always to think on what needs repaired first. It's as simple as that. Not sure which one we use. We'll say the right hand. Noted. I'm Laura, master of the tempering of the Forge Masters of Letting's Crossing. My task exceeds the hours left in the day, but there's no harm in pausing my work if it means speaking with the Fate Binder. I want to thank you personally for the help you gave the Forge Bound when you visited Crossing before. The workers you provided us were a great boon. We are grateful to you for it. Yep. Yay, more favor. I must say, denying both Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus of extra weapons was pretty brave of you. I expect that the Chorus to offer a bribe, but the Disfavored? If they would stoop to those tactics, who knew what else they're capable of? How may be of assistance? Are you well? You look weary. Ecstatic. The ritual of the forge. Link my heart to the hammer. My blood beats. Only when I strike with my ingot, my forge runs too hot. If my breath becomes too hurried, the bond is both fatiguing and exhilarating. Can we... Is that how you excel at your craft? Well, that in practice. But yes, the ritual link the senses of them to the materials, and the body to the tool. My hand becomes a joint, my hammer the true end of my arm. I feel the heat of the forge as if it were the weather of the room. Under such circumstances, true focus can emerge. Would that kill you? I should hope so. Better than being defiled and killed by brigands, poisoned by grim rot, or slain in childbirth. Would not a soldier wish to die in battle? Fascinating. Another matter. Can you make something for me? Can? Most certainly will. Well, Kairos invented queuing for a reason. I have every iron walker and every scarlet course ringleader sending me bribe and flattery in hopes that I'll work off schedule to make them some special or one-off of that kind. I did not realize that such a request was so thoughtless. My apologies. I get unreasonable demands every day, but it is not the volume, it is the purpose. I do not resent that Kairos demands reduce our work to mere quotas. I should be allowed to customize my work for every soldier. Only apprentices have anything to learn from making the same size helmet again and again. Forget I asked a question. That is all for now, I believe. Cool. We are friends with Forge Bound. I like that. It is always good to have the master craftsman on your... For you never know when you'll need their skill. It is good, very good to have them on our side. Yes, modifying something. Take a quick look. Cool. Alright.
Affirmative.
Let's see what we have here.
You see what I see?
I do. Very well. Old walls. Oh. Lethian's Crossing is built right into the old walls. Literally behind the home wall collapsed is the old wall. I'm not sure having the old walls built into your home is that good of an idea. But hey, what do we know? Is this one that we wanted to step back out of pretty quick? I'm getting my memory crossed, which is not a positive thing at all. Ah, I remember. No, this was the one where they did not wish to speak. Come on now. And we will descend on this side and continue our acquisition of the materials that are required for survival necessity that we find ourselves in.
Spotted something.
Nice, nice, nice.
I cannot.
Then find a way. Ooh, broken healed? That sounds like squeeze eat.
That wasn't so hard.
Ooh, bacon. Walking bacon. Show me what you have, merchant. Ooh. Oh, really? Heavy leather. Superior. I like, but it is not cheap, that is for certain. The prices are steep. I believe that is all I have for sale right now. There's not a whole lot I can part with. There's a few more rings for our name. Pardon me for not being able to have more to sell to you, but I'm sure we'll have more soon. Cantina. Good day, Fatebinder. My name is Vindera. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. Commander, it's been a while since I've took leave of the crossing. Glad to see you have everything in order. Barak, I haven't seen you since the march on Stalwart. Seems you've done well for yourself since then. What happened out there? I picked up some extra baggage along the way. Nothing I can't handle. Well, you look like a mess. First chance you get, I want to see you in proper uniform, understood? Uh-oh. You made some tough calls last time you were here. None of us were happy when you put the forge-bound iron in the hands of the chorus soldiers. What? The sight of you publicly flogging their commander after she tried to bribe. You raised our morale for several span. More than fair trade. What can I help you with? Can I have some information? Mm-hmm. That's it.
Won't happen.
Can I not tell anyone that we have the Brotherhood that we're going to need to kick the butt of? No? No? No. That's not. Oh, well. I guess we just need to go cry in a corner. Well met. Well done. Outsider never arrives alone. At least, that's what my mother always said. Seems she knew what she was talking about. I'm Eldon. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. Well, if it isn't Tunon's Fatebinder, welcome back to the crossing. Haven't seen you around since you put the disfavored in charge of everything. Must say, my memory seems to be failing. Sometimes I never thought I'd say. The way people talk about how you came through and drove the Brotherhood out of town. You should be 10 feet tall. shooting lightning from your eyes, it seems to remember you being a little more human. Can't always tell the contents of a pile from its crust, though, can you? Thankfully, the disfavored haven't been too bad. At least you didn't choose the Scarlet Chorus to be our overlords. But enough of my planting. You didn't come here for history lessons, or to give my opinion or your grandeur. The adjudicator sent you to the Arcana Songs, I assume. What can Soulful do for you? What about the Arcana Songs? Siren, the songbird? Feel like it's half the town she's got mooring over here in the hovel near the river. It's the first tier if you find her. Feel free to take her with you when you go. But, seeing as you're not here for her, what can I do for you? I'll be on my way. That is actually probably what we should deal with immediately. We do not need a usurper claiming our land for their own. It is our land, and we will keep it. This land, my land. That's for you, Tex. That's for you. Alright, let's see what we got here. A little songbird.
Well, look who's here. And what brings you to Lethian's Crossing? Can't imagine it's the scenery or the quaint locals. Have you come to spoil my fun? Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Siren have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. But enough of that talk. What do you think of my followers?
Yeah, very nice, as long as you don't let it get out of hand.
Oh, stop that, Fatebinder. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. Well, at least not yet.
Enough of this. I want you to join me. Someone with your power needs help directing it.
Why on earth would you want that? I can't imagine you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Oh, Tunon must have had a hand in this. Or Nerat. Maybe I'd rather stay here where people won't insist on ordering me around all the time. Although, you did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from, and you are right. I'm certainly not going to make any significant advances staying here with a bunch of nobodies worshipping me. Watching you in action could give me the edge I need to unlock a spire of my own. Fine. I will allow you the glorious gift of my presence in your party.
Excellent.
Well then, let's go. If you're going to teach me the wonders of the world, it's not going to happen here.
The wonders of the world.
I'll tack homeward. See you there.
Yes, please do. Six points. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, preservation.
It's time to start doing these, I think. Because that's going to start upping their power. We need the power. Can you feel the power? Forge bound. Yes! This is awesome. Now that we talked to him, we finally boosted it. Which means, yeah, we get free armor. Yeah, volcanic weaponry. Arcane Sigil uses fire and brimstone to cause material force spells to do damage in force in line. Material force. Do I not have that one? I don't think. Oh, I thought it was the other one. Oh well. It'll become useful soon. Can't let Siren have any fun, now can we? Nope. Got a controller and subdue her. Make her bow to my will. Not really, I'm just being... But she's only like a, what, 17-year-old girl or something. Song. Interesting. Peace. Whoa. Nice. That would be good. Peace. Parry, dodge, resolve. Now that is buffing up. That would be good. Get some more songs in, I think. Shield for 20 damage. For 20 until damage. Experience, yes. No! Not what I meant to do. I think that's what we want to do. And then you have no control over any elemental types yet. Okay. Give her a little bit of that to help. And then I boosted her lore a bit. She definitely needs more lore. Let's see. Ooh, you get a lot of slots, that's for sure. You could have her do fire. She's a fiery character. Har har har. Let me think about that. I need to call it a night, and I will try to get her figured out what we're going to equip her with for next time. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you all here, and I look forward to having more fun, exciting adventures in this crazy place we call this game. It is a blast, and I do hope you all enjoy.
Until next time, and as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you all then. Let's see if there's someone you all can enjoy the lovely scene of while I am no longer available. So in that endeavor, let us see who is available to read. If you all have a suggestion of what you'd like to see, let me know and we'll get you over there for a nice read. Alright. We have someone, I think, painting Warhammer. We have someone doing Anno 1800. And we have State of Decay 2. Yes, painting some Warhammer minis, doing Anno, or doing some State of Decay. Do you guys all have a preference? If not, I will roll a dice and see which one we go to. Alright, well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all. Please join us again next time when we have more fun. And until then, enjoy the story. We'll see you all next time.